In this episode, I am going to be covering what is needed to launch a business. There is so much that goes into starting a business. And when you first get that great idea and you say, I want to start a business, one thing that comes up is where do I start? So I'm going to tell you my story. Before I decided to start my own business, I was working in a veterinary clinic and worked 10 to 12-hour days, depending on what was going on. And I was working really, really hard. And by the time I came home, I was exhausted. I didn't have any more physical or mental energy to be able to do anything at all. And so I got this great idea. I thought, you know what? I am going to start my own business so that I can schedule myself and have my own hours, know exactly what it is that I'm doing all the time, and not have to rely on somebody else to tell me when I needed to be somewhere and when I could have time off and when I had to stay longer and have to deal with exhaustion all the time. I was really, really tired and I just wanted to get past that. And so I had this grand idea to start a business. And the business I wanted to start was working with veterinary clinics as more of like a consultant, somebody that could go in and because I understood how the inner workings were in a veterinary clinic, I thought, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and consult with veterinary clinics and help them streamline their processes. It's something that I'm good at. I have my business degree. I understand how businesses run and how the flow can be, taking some of the pressure off of the reception area and making things easier and coordinating with all of the internal staff on how to do things and make it a lot smoother to alleviate some of the stressors and the time constraints that happen within the back workings of a veterinary clinic. So I had this great idea. And then the question came up. I want to start a business. Okay, where do I start? What do I do first? What do I need to do? What's everything that I need to do? How much is it going to cost me? How much do I charge? What service do I offer? How can I identify that? How can I identify exactly what I do? How can I explain it to the veterinary practice managers so that they know what it is that I do, so that I can help them? So I had all of these questions swarming around in my head and I didn't know what to do. So needless to say, that business did not take off. It wasn't something I tried, and I started working and I started connecting with veterinary clinics and I started trying to figure out what my service was, trying to figure out how much I charged. And I was just hitting roadblock after roadblock after roadblock. And I didn't know what to do. I was really stuck. And so I gave up. I just gave up. I'm like, I don't know what to do. There's too much to go on. I gave up. And here now I have my own business and it's thriving. And how is that possible? When you get ready to launch a business, it's incredibly important that you come up with all the answers to those questions and any other questions you have ahead of time. Set it up in a plan. Answer those questions before you get ready to launch your business. In order to do that, I created a simple, easy to follow starting a business guide. And in this guide, it answers all those questions. So it's going to go through and you fill in. I went and filled out this. I created the guide and I filled it out for my business and I have not looked back. So the guide actually walks you through every aspect of the business, starting with your business idea. So you want to outline your business idea and get specific to know exactly what your service is. And then it outlines the pricing and you walk through the steps, making sure to figure out what your pricing will be. And it walks through marketing. How do you want to market your services? What do you want to do in order to reach the people that you're going to serve? And then it walks you through operations. How is it you're going to have a client experience? What are you going to do in order to take care of your clients? And how does that work once they hire you? What is the flow? And it goes into what help do you need to run this business? Who is your team? Team management. Do I need a bookkeeper? Do I need someone in marketing? Do I need someone to help me with my services? All those questions get answered, again, going through the guide. And it walks you through your financial plan. How many clients do you need to see in order to reach the revenue income goals that you want? So this guide has helped me completely streamline what it is that I do. So I know exactly my services and I know exactly what steps I have to take for each aspect of my business. And you have access to this guide as well. I created a downloadable copy. You can click on the link in the show notes and get a copy of it and start planning out what your business is going to be. This is exactly what I do for my clients. I do one on one coaching with them to walk them through each step of this process and help them identify exactly their service and all of the pieces of their business and how they have to come together and what steps they have to take in order to launch their business. So I encourage you to download the guide, take a minute, go through it. If you get stuck, reach out. I would love to talk to you and help you walk through some of those pieces of your business. So with any questions or any concerns that you have, please reach out to me, contact me. You can reach me on my website. I'd love to talk to you. So hopefully this was helpful and it will get you started. Get started. You can do this. I did it. Anybody can do this. It just takes a little planning. So until next time, keep it simple.